Hello everybody, are you crazy Gambit lovers? Well, I am a crazy Gambit lover, and until recently I thought the craziest Gambit out there is the Neckmanson Gambit. But today I learned that there is even crazier Gambit. Let me show you. It goes e4, e5, knight to f3, d6, bishop to c4, and h6. Just to point out, in this position, d6 is the second most played move, and after bishop to c4, h6 is the most played move. So it is pretty convenient to get your opponent into this position, and with them playing this Philidor setup where they play h6, they are just trying to avoid all the trouble with our knight jumping, to g5. Well, with this gambit, we are going to give them so much more trouble than with some kind of right lever attack. Our next move is going to be d4. They are likely to accept this pawn, and then we go c3. And also, they are once again likely to accept our second pawn. This is where it gets crazy, because now we can give them our bishop. We go bishop f7 check. So they are likely to capture the bishop, and here we have a fancy move, knight to e5 check. They cannot take this knight because the pawn is pinned, and actually most of the players here make a blunder and they go back with their king, which leads to a checkmate in 3 moves. I made a video about this line yesterday, and I was saying that it's not really something I would recommend you to play, because black can play forward instead and go king to f6, and here the engine says that white is simply losing. Well, shout out to Prussia, I hope I say your name correctly, but this guy pointed out a crazy move in this position, which actually my engine just totally missed. I let it run for like 10 minutes and it didn't even consider the move queen to f3 check. And this is where the good stuff starts. So we are offering a knight for free, and actually the black has no other choice but to accept this knight. And after that we are going to park our queen on the f7 square. A nice square for our queen where this allows the black king to try to find a safety among his own pieces. And he's just out there stranded in the middle of the board. On top of everything, in this position, black has only one move to survive, and it is not obviously bishop to e6 trying to develop some pieces with a tempo on our queen. This is simply a forced checkmate in 6 moves. Even if they try to go for a queen trade, doesn't matter if it's queen to e7 or queen to d7, this also leads to a forced checkmate. The only correct move for black in this position is to develop the knight to f6, and after this we are finally able to grab 1 point of material for ourselves. And here, once again, black has only 1 move to survive. Then there is more, maybe 3 or 4 moves that are totally losing, and everything else is just forced checkmate. But the only correct move in this position is to play pawn to d5, and after this we are just going to simply develop our bishop to f4 with a check. Now this is a square that we usually develop our bishops, but in this case it's like a slap to the black king because it's just right in his face, and there is nothing better that the black can that the king can do but to accept another piece sacrifice. This is what I tell you, it's really crazy. So they capture our bishop, and here we are down 10 points of material, but we have a strong move, knight takes on d5 with check. And unfortunately for black, once again the only correct move to play in this position is to give up the queen for this knight. Now tell me, who is going to be finding all these correct moves against you if you play this gambit? Perhaps nobody. Maybe if you show this to Magnus Carlsen, maybe he would figure it out, but other than that, I'm not sure. Maybe some cheaters. Well, but you see, after they sack their queen for the knight and we recapture, we end up in this position where, well, we have literally sacrificed all of our minor pieces and some pawns, but black had to sacrifice his queen. And this position, according to engine, is slightly better for white. So, I say this is the craziest gambit out there. Tell me if you have other thoughts. Tell me if you have any ideas on how we should call this gambit, and let me know if you successfully hit somebody with this. Have fun, take care, and bye.